What's poppin', Real 16 TV? It's Cuz OP here. How y'all doing? I got my boy mik3ily, you know what I'm saying, a music performer. He also owns a studio, different types of studios from video to musical. Just want to ask you, how was it growing up? Where you from?
I'm from basically Butterfield. I was born in the Monat Hospital, moved out to Butterfield in the middle of nowhere, and then just kind of grew up in a trailer home.
Butterfield is in Missouri, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, when you were younger, would you say when you were growing up, you had a lot of like musical influence, no matter what the music it is?
I didn't really have like a lot of musical influence. I went to church, so they were trying to teach me how to play guitar. I was in band class. I started off 1 year trumpet, then I switched to percussion, and then I kind of liked the rhythm. So I just always enjoyed doing music, but at the time there wasn't really influence.
No.
Like,
so mom wasn't playing no music in the house?
No, I mean, like she started off with a little bit of Eminem, switched to Christian music, and I wasn't too big in Christian music.
Right,
honestly.
I feel that. I know we started off in the church too, as our group of friends too. We was big, we Baptist church too, so it was like that real singy type gospel basically. But that being said and stuff like that, you said you grew up Butterfield. What was the transition like to where you moved to next?
So I moved to Butterfield, stayed there until I think my freshman year, and then I moved to like Granby, and I went to East Newton High School.
How'd you like it there?
I did not like it there
at all.
No, my first day, bro, I almost got in a fight already.
Where did they feel like you was different? You seemed like you might have been different than the people that you were around.
Possibly. It was like I walked in, and I was just kind of comfortable in my skin my first day. You know, new school, and I was cool with it at first. Didn't really know how the vibe was. It was totally different from my old school. But Malachi, he's like, point out some girls that you think is cute here, and I'm like, I think she's pretty cute. I think she's pretty cute. And then I walked down, and there's this girl named Callie, and I was like, I think she's cute. And her boyfriend was walking right next to her, named Trey Milliken, which I guess he was one of the dudes that you're not supposed to fuck with or whatever.
Yes, sir.
And just overheard me, and then invited me to his lunch table. I didn't really think nothing of it because I didn't know what was gonna go down.
You just thought he was trying to kick it.
Yeah, and then he was already trying to take it outside on my first day, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. But he didn't want it like that. He'd have fought you. He'd fought you in the cafeteria. But then going to school there, so the friend that you met and stuff like that, did he have a lot to portray in your musical?
Malachi, no, he wasn't even there for
very long. He wasn't even there.
Actually, I was already into rap before I moved to East.
Word. So tell me about that. Tell me what was your initial person besides, was it Eminem that got you started? Or
no, actually it was Future. It was Future, Karate Chop. So it started off, I was just sitting next to my friend Ryan Granados, and I never really heard rap, and this was like when I was in like 5th or 6th grade, pretty young I think.
Yes, sir.
And he was like, hey, ask the teacher to play Future. I'm like, I don't know what that is. And then, so I did, I asked the teacher, and then instantly, like after I heard it for the first time, like I fell in love with it. And then we had a science project coming up, and like you could do like a song or whatever, and so like I did a song, I performed it in front of the class. Didn't really have anything to do with science because I didn't know what I was rapping about, but they kind of fucked with it. And then I started listening to more rap because like before rap, it was what my parents listened to, and then I listened to like EDM and dubstep because somebody put me on that. Yep, and then I was put on to rap, and I kind of just liked it ever since.
So you heard Future, and then who popped to your next? This Future started the trend now.
Yeah, it was Future. Then it went to kind of like Lil Wayne started, branching
so
out.
You went to the old school, so you could learn where you was coming from. Huh?
Right. Yeah.
So by then, would you say when you heard that you were like, all right, I'm about to start at this craft and take it serious?
I don't know when I decided to take it serious. I think I just started kind of freestyling outside when I was like, it was kind of an escape for me. Like just, I didn't really like the way I was growing up, doing like a lot of farming and stuff, and I think I would just freestyle while I was outside, just having fun. And then I realized I kind of liked it, and so I started writing a little bit, but it was mainly freestyle. And then we would put on beats at school and rap battle and freestyle, and I just liked the scene and the way it felt. Yep.
And so that was about high school. And then you also do a lot of video, and I can see that you got movie posters right behind you, so you're a big fan of filmmaking. Me too. What made you decide that you were going to start filming people as well? Are you just making music videos, or are you trying to make like small movies?
I started off just kind of wanting to rap, and then I met my business partner, Thomas Gilmore, and he was kind of introducing me to the aspect of moving to California, which I kind of already wanted to do, and he wanted to be the filmmaker. Like, he's the big movie guy, and slowly, like, I've been feeding off of his passion and learning a little bit more about it, and we definitely are trying to do some music videos, and you know, 3 Hairs production, obviously, if you look at the camera and just the different gear we have, it's got what it takes. We just need to get out there and do some stuff with it, and it's going to be pretty fun.
You got plenty of equipment necessary to do your thing. What type of movies would you guys say you guys are trying to make?
Well, we have a screenwriter in Europe. He just flew back to the United States about a week ago. We've been talking to him for over a year. He has this movie called Any Other Way Is Wrong. And I don't want to spoil too much of the movie, but it's about this kid who's kind of growing up, and like he's getting into like drugs and stuff, and like it seems like everything that he does, he gets into more and more trouble, even though he's like trying to do the right thing and get out of it, but the trouble just keeps following him all the way until, you know, the end. I don't really want to spoil it, but I've read the screenplay and it's damn good.
Pretty good. And then by chance, I know you got kind of like the pretty boy look to you, you know what I'm saying? Would you be trying to get behind the camera? You know what I'm saying? Almost like a James Franco. What's his little brother,
like
James
actor,
Franco?
You mean?
Yeah, like you gonna get behind the camera too, in front of the camera.
I've considered it. I don't know if I would be a good actor, but if it's something that I do and I like it, you know, it could be something I do.
Word. I seen that you've been on stage, just hopping back into the rap and stuff like that. How was that for you?
Bro, being on stage is crazy, man. So how I describe it is like you're kind of nervous until the moment they call you up, and then to me, like everything just disappears. I just have fun, do my music, but it's over like that. Like it's like not even like I'm performing. It's like something else just takes over and I just kind of disappear. And let it happen. Yeah, it's just the flow. It's like if you've ever looked into what's that called? There's a Chinese philosophy and it's about the art of flow.
Are you talking about feng shui? Are you talking about Tai Chi? Are you talking about Taoism?
Taoism, yeah. Taoism. That's what I'm talking about. Thanks for the word, bro.
Yeah, no problem. So, yeah, so you believe in like making sure things go easy, or on stage, that's what you plan on doing? Have you ever looked into like, I know Tech Nine just performed, you know, his stage performances and stuff like that. He got like the best stage performance in the world and stuff. How would you make your stage performance better? I know you're doing probably just the simple ones where you go to people's places now. I know you probably don't do too much changing the settings.
Yeah.
You know, the baby did the pulling the hair fly in the air just recently or whatever. You seen that? Where he's like 22 inches of hair and he made it to where like he was grabbing it and flew into the air.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
If I was gonna try to do something unique on stage, I really want it to be planned out for a big show. And then I've always had this envision where like I do a handstand at the end. That's kind of weird though, but it would be kind of cool. It'd be kind of tough to see, but you know, just I really don't know. Actually, I haven't thought about how to make it, you know, fucking crazy yet. There will be a time.
You can do anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, what that one comedian say, my show probably wouldn't have cost that much, but I wanted to have this motherfucking fire in here. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or Vince Staples is one of my favorite people. He spends a lot on his show, you know what I'm saying? He spends a lot on it. That's a big part of it because he knows his performance is a big deal, you know? And that, speaking of which, I know you really enjoy doing your music or stuff like that. Is there anybody that you rap with that you say was actually, hold on, pause that. We're going to get back into that. You also run the studio and help other people rap, do you not?
Yeah.
How is that, honestly? How do you feel about that? I know I'm wording that weird, but how do you feel about doing that? Do you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you learn from people?
I love working with other people more than like what I enjoyed mixing my own songs, you know, because I'm passionate about making their song as best as I can. Like I've had Quan in the studio, Jotham in the studio, Solo 4-Time in the studio, just a lot of different artists, and I could always hear their style and know what would sound good with their music, and I'd be able to mix it or add different effects. But for my own self, it's harder to, because I can't put myself in third person when I'm mixing. So I love working with other people, and sometimes, you know, they might like mess up on a flow a little bit, and I can, you know, interject and give them a couple words or something, and they just snap on it, man. And I try to give them a vibe too, you know, like I've had this idea about putting mimosas in the studio, like you get one mimosa every time you come over to record, just to kind of get the vibe right, so they're already feeling it at home, they're already feeling lit and ready to turn up and just spit whatever they want to spit.
God, loosen them up real quick to make it easier for them when they get in there. Solo 4-Time, pretty cool. I'm supposed to interview him as well. Did you put him onto that just out of curiosity?
Yeah, I think he only goes through me studio.
Yeah, not
did I put him on the music?
No, put him onto the interview. I don't.
Actually, no.
That's what's up. That's ironic. Yeah, I'm supposed to do his on Saturday. That's funny. I was like, it's good to know. It's good to know that y'all be working together and different stuff like that. You say that he does real well in the music too. Would you say that's one of your favorite people to work with, or you work with everybody?
Definitely one of my favorite clients. I mean, I love working with everybody, but there's some clients that are harder to work with, and everybody has like a different way of doing things. Like Quan, he'll get in there and he'll want to do it real fast. He'll be like, come on, and then like like he has an expectation to get everything like smooth and done in like minutes, just as fast as he can
practices shit for weeks.
Some people come in here and write their whole song in the studio, and then other people come in, let me do whatever I want to, and just like fully trust me to do whatever I want, and then they'll be usually pretty happy at the end of the project. If not, maybe one or two things they might want different. And some people also come in and just tell me exactly what they want their song to sound like.
And I understand that different people I understand that we just talked about how people could be difficult in multiple different ways and different stuff like that. But what would you say is the easiest thing out of the three things that you do, from videoing to doing the music to not videoing, being a director, to being a performer, to being a beat producer? I believe you produce. Do you make the beats?
I don't really make a lot of beats.
Okay.
I got somebody in here who's gonna work with me on like kind of learning to make them. I used to, and I want to get back.
It's a little tedious.
Yeah,
I feel
it's just something I always like do a half a beat, and then I'm like, and kind of throw it to the side, and then when I'm feeling it again, I might jump on something else.
Word, I feel that.
But what were you saying?
Out of the three of them, though.
Out of the
from being making movies, films, to being a performer, to owning a studio or running a studio per se, owning it too. What would you say was the easiest out of all of them?
That's a hard question to answer. They're all very difficult. The film industry is definitely the hardest, just because of the sheer amount of stuff you got to research and learn and try over again. Yeah. Performing wise, it's not your knowledge, but it's your feelings. It takes gut to get up there and do something like that.
Party with Cardi thing that she said. You seen that? She said the first time I performed, it was like party with Cardi. But then the second time I performed, I was a little nervous.
Right.
It was like that.
Yeah. So it does get a little bit nervous, and you just
party with mik3ily.
Like sometimes, like you got to say things and you don't know how the crowd will react. Like one time, my actual best show that I've ever done, I got up on stage and I said, who's more lit, the left side or the right side? And it was quiet, like nobody said a thing. And then all of a sudden, a couple people yelled the middle, and then the whole middle section started fucking screaming. And then I was ready to turn up. But at first, when I got no reaction, bro, instantly I was like, fuck man, this is not going to be the crowd. But it was the crowd. And they got more lit than anybody I've ever performed in front of.
How did that feel? But I know that felt great. Did you?
Bro, it was fucking amazing, man. Like, when I started off, they were screaming straight like that, just the chorus before I even got started. And it was kind of weird because they were doing it a little bit offbeat, and I didn't hear my part come in where I was supposed to jump in, but I finally just corrected, and then it went smoothly after that. And then, just screaming and whooping and hollering and shit like that. It gets pretty lit.
It was fun, too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, that being said, how many performances have you been in so far?
My first one, I think I went up to feature with Quan in Springfield, and then I did Blackthorn, went back to Springfield, Wilders, and I just did the pre-show for Tech 9, and I think there are 5 or 6, I would say.
That was lit.
All this year.
Yeah, did you enjoy doing the pre-show for Tech?
Dude, it was different, because the line was so far away from, like, where the stage was. Like, there was probably like 1,000 to 1,500 people there, but only a section of them could actually hear the stage, because they were waiting in line for Tech 9, because that's who they came there for. They didn't want to break away from the line to go to the pre-show. There was a little group of people that were up at the front that only came there for the pre-show, but it was just kind of weird performing to a line that was far away. You know what I mean? And it wasn't planned on time, and like there was some
to where you could get some shine too. Because it probably should. Excuse me. It probably should have been to where like you was on the same stage, Tech 9. Because actually we have some cousins.
I was thinking.
Yeah, we have some cousins that actually paid for Tech 9 to come down here a long time ago when they were young, right? Not when they were young. They're not that old. But they paid for him to come down, and they performed crazy terrible. And he was at least on stage with them. And they always said they probably ruined it for Joplin. So that's probably ironic. He was probably like, hey, bro.
He was like, I don't want to perform with these local guys.
With nobody local. That's probably what it is, too. Because, he getting up there to where, like, it's $60 million checks.
You don't want him to look bad,
Yeah. And his performance is so crazy, too. I don't know why he wouldn't do that. No disrespect to you. Your music's probably You know what I'm saying?
I would say that it's pretty good, but different from his style of music. Like his fans, I noticed, were a lot older, and you know, they had a whole different kind of vibe to his fans.
I think that could have went crazy for you too. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody could have just been a hater just because they was like, man, I came here to see Tech Nine.
They could have at least. I think it was a mobile stage. They could have moved that stage around here, where it's by the whole line. Tech Nine didn't even have to be out there if he didn't want to, but they could turn up right by the beer stand, right by the line, and still be able to clearly like hear everybody go up there and perform.
Did you get to meet anybody from the crew?
Yeah, dude. I met this chill dude with two. No, I met this chill dude. He had 2 girls with him. They called them the Candy Girls. They're from Tulsa. They invited me to the after party to the club. That was my first time in there. I'm 19, bro. So I wasn't old enough to go in there, but I went in there. It was pretty lit. So they were cool. I didn't meet like any of the big bosses. I met the owner of the event center, and I was talking to him about, you know, giving him some suggestions and ideas of what would make it flow smoother next time.
He's pretty decent getting Tech here. I mean, there's other performers you can definitely get here. I know they're about to have a stand for Vegas just in Springfield.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It'd be dope to even go to like
you might be, if you do your homework, you might even be able to be first person to perform on that too. You never know. You just got to talk your way into it.
You said stunning for Vegas and Springfield.
Yeah, he about to pull his phone. He about to pull his phone out. That's some real shit.
You gotta be taking notes because you gotta take every opportunity that you have.
Oh God, I feel that. That being said, I know we were supposed to make this one a short one. That way we could continue on a further date. Is there anything else you would like to say to the people? You know what I'm saying? Anything?
I mean, I
places to follow.
Yeah, mik3ily, mik3ily.
Okay.
You can find that on Instagram. Just type it into YouTube. My music will come up. And if you could link that,
yeah, I got you. Send me all the info. I'll put it in the description.
All right, bro. Also on Spotify and Apple Music. And it's kind of like a West Coast, like a newer West Coast vibe, I would say.
Okay.
So
that's our type of shit too.
And I got some stuff I'm trying to work on that's more kind of vibey and slower. I don't know if you guys will see it, but I'm trying.
I know you said you was a fan of the Future. You got anything you say you pulled a lot of
influence wise?
No, you ain't never pulled a lot of influence from anybody.
I tried some mumble stuff and it didn't sound bad, but it wasn't kind of like
that wasn't up your alley.
It wasn't the vibe for me.
Yeah, I feel that.
Even though I like his music, I like Future, I like Lil Wayne. I like Lil Wayne's lyrics in the way he's very lyrical and pretty smart with the way he says things. You'll catch a lot of stuff in his music. So I pull inspiration, but I wouldn't say I pull the style. You know what I mean?
I understand exactly what you mean. That being said, he said where to check his music out. Is there anywhere to check any short films or anything like that?
Not at the moment. We have a website, 3hairsproductions.com. That's I think. Yeah, it's the number 3, HARES, like the rabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it isn't hair. So it's 3hairsproductions.com. You can go to the website.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to tell me?
No,
got any people doing anything special?
If you want studio time, dude, definitely message my Instagram because I will get you on some studio time and you'll be happy with your results.
Oh, God. Hey, throw them extra $5 for me. Like, subscribe, and share. Continue to holler at me. We had our boy mik3ily. We'll probably do another one.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Hopefully I could talk to y'all about y'all film stuff a little bit more next time. Maybe you could bring your dog in.
I'd be happy to do like a separate documentary just like talking about film and stuff, and I can have my business partner get in on that.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it. You know what I'm saying? We could do it on a different date though. Maybe give it like a month or something. I'll try to give everybody about a month.
Sure.
But you heard it here. You know where to like, subscribe, share. Be in the description. I'm tripping. Like, subscribe, and share because it's all free. Fuck with me. Holler at me.
Hell
bye.
Yeah, we doing a whole ass freestyle right now.
Alrighty.